Hello everyone, and welcome to the lecture on if, elif, and else statements. So far we have seen the if and else statements. Now we'll add the elif statement. So this elif statement allows us to check for more than two conditions. So we can have our code check for multiple conditions. So the flow for if, elif, and else statement goes like this. If we have some condition, if that condition is true, execute this, and then we have the elif statement. Elif, and then execute this. So there will be another condition here. If, let's say, condition 2, and then finally we have the else statement. So this is the flow for if, elif, and else statement. If the given condition is true, the statement underneath the if statement will be executed. Elif, if this condition is true, the statement under the elif statement will be executed. Or else, so this is the final else. Else means if the above two conditions are not true, execute this. So this will be executed. And we can have more than one elif statement. We can add as many elif statements as we want. We can have, let's say, condition 3, execute this. So we can have multiple elif statements. Let's look at an example. Let's use the example that we created in the previous lecture. So I'll copy this, Command C, and paste it here. Let's say, so we have our number variable here. Row input, please enter your number. And let's see, if number is less than 20, we have print this statement. Now let's add an elif statement. Let's say elif number is greater than 20. We can say print number is greater than 20, and for any other condition the else statement will be executed. So in this case, let's run it. So it says please enter your number. Let's say 23. In this case, the statement will be executed. Number is greater than 20. Enter. Test number is greater than 20, and this last statement will be executed regardless. So I'll just comment it out. Let's run this again and enter another number. Let's say 20. So none of the statements are checking whether the number is 20 or not. So the first if condition is if number is less than 20, and then we have elif number is greater than 20, and for any other condition execute number is not less than 20. In this case, let's say number is not 20. So when we run the statement, this last statement will be printed. Number is not 20. Enter. This number is not. Let's run it again. 20. We get number is not 20. Okay, that's the else condition. If all the above statements fail, if all the if and elif statements fail, the condition under the statement under the else condition will be printed. Let's look at another example. Let's say we have a variable called movie, and let's set it to be equal to, let's say, departed. Then we'll use the if, elif, and else statements to see if the movie we enter is departed. We can say if movie is equal to departed, if movie is equal to departed, print that was a great movie. We can have an elif statement, elif if movie is equal to, let's say, Toy Story. Let's say print movie was Toy Story. Let's have another elif statement, elif if movie is equal to, let's say, Minions. Let's say print that movie was funny. And let's have our else statement, else print what was the movie. So here we have a few conditions. The first condition is if movie is departed, says print that was a great movie. Elif movie is equal to Toy Story, print movie was Toy Story. Elif movie is equal to Minions, so this part will be executed. And for any other condition, print this statement. So if we run this statement will be printed. That was a great movie. Let's run it. That was a great movie. What if we change this to some other movie, let's say Minions, and when we run this statement gets printed. That movie was funny. And if we set this to some other movie, let's say Star Wars, the last else statement will be printed since it's not equal to any of the conditions above. So if we run that, let's run it. Oh, we have our print statement inside the code. Okay. Print what was the movie. Let's run it again. Okay. So what was the movie? So this is an example of if, elif, and else statements. Let's look at one more example. Let's say we have a number, then we'll use the raw input function so that the user can enter any number. Enter a number, please. Then we'll convert it into an integer. We'll cast it to an integer. Again, if you are using Python 3, use the input instead of raw input function. And we can check if number is equal to 0. You can say print number is 0. And let's have a few elif statements. Elif number, so this is num, not num. If number is greater than 0 and number is less than, let's say, 20, you can say print number is between 0 and 20. Let's have one more if elif statement. Elif number is greater than 20, and if number is less than 45, you can say print number is between 20 and 45. And for any other condition, the else statement will be executed. Then we can say print I don't know the number. So you can have more than 2 elif statements. You can have as many as you want. So let's run this. It says enter a number please. Let's enter 0. So number is 0 will be printed. Number is 0. So we'll check each condition. Run it again. Enter a number please. Let's enter 12. Oops. Let's enter 12. Enter. Number is between 0 and 20. Good. Let's run it again. Please enter a number. Let's say 28. So number is between 20 and 45. Great. And for any other condition that I don't know the number statement will be executed. So any other condition, let's say 20, run it. It says I don't know the number. Great. And one thing to notice here is that we are only checking if it's between 0 and 20. So you can also check equality. For instance, we can say elif number. So let me copy this, paste it here. We can also check if number is between 0 and 20, and we can include this part. So we can say and number is, we can check if number is less than or equal to 20. So if we run this and then enter 20, the statement will be printed. Number is between 0 and 20. So run it, we get number is between 0 and 20. So I kept it simple, but you can check those conditions also. You can put it in your example. You can put it here or you can include it here, but make sure that it's not in both. So make sure not to say number is less than or equal to 20 here, and also number is greater than or equal to 20 here, because that condition will be true in both of these elif statements. So check that out. And you can have various kinds of inputs like this. Okay? And in the next lecture, we'll look at nested if statements. Thank you, everyone.